In a scenario where the remorseless control devil, Makima, one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse with the power to dominate anything she considers inferior, faces off against the King of Shadows, a sealed entity released from darkness with the ability to destroy anything in its path and adapt to any situation. Both hail from the universes of Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen, respectively. Their powers and physical abilities have been equalized to ensure a fair matchup. If you find this battle intriguing, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Thank you for watching. To start, let's explore Mahoraga's ability to adapt to various phenomena. Upon its summoning, Mahoraga appears with a large golden wheel floating above its head, featuring 8 prominent knobs. This divine artifact symbolizes a full cycle of harmony. As the wheel turns, much like a cog, the Shikigami begins to neutralize and become resistant to any attacks or magical powers that previously harmed it. This adaptation not only allows Mahoraga to regenerate health, but also enables it to gradually overcome any battle disadvantages or completely disregard techniques that have been used against it repeatedly, having fully assimilated their essence. For instance, in its original series, despite Sukuna using 2 distinct slashing attacks, Mahoraga adapted to slashing in general, rendering both of Sukuna's attacks ineffective and necessitating the use of a different technique to defeat it. This artifact, the Dharma Chakra Wheel, equips Mahoraga with the unique ability to inflict damage on adversaries who would otherwise be unaffected. For example, Mahoraga initially attacks Sukuna with positive energy, which has no effect since positive energy only harms cursed spirits. However, as the battle progresses, Mahoraga's power transforms this positive energy into negative energy, enabling its attacks to harm Sukuna. This adaptability means that over time, Mahoraga could potentially counter any offensive strategy from Makima. We'll discuss Makima's countermeasures shortly, but the initial challenge for Mahoraga is dealing with Makima herself. As the control devil, Makima possesses the authority to manipulate those she deems inferior, often treating them as mere puppets. This ability makes her a formidable opponent for most, except for the Chainsaw Man, the hero of Hell, who uniquely escapes her control. Despite her many abilities, Makima does not hesitate to confront Chainsaw Man directly. However, Mahoraga's immediate concern is to avoid being struck by a chain, which could rob it of its will and self-awareness, due to Makima's tendency to view any being, no matter how formidable their title, as inferior. This scenario represents an almost guaranteed victory for Makima unless Mahoraga can either dodge or adapt to her control power upon being hit. Ordinarily, Mahoraga, being a Shikigami, might be subdued through a simple exorcism ritual. However, its survival hinges on whether the Dharma Chakra Wheel, the instrument of adaptation, can operate autonomously. If it cannot, Mahoraga might quickly fall under Makima's control, becoming little more than a puppet. Yet, if the wheel's adaptation ability functions independently, almost as if it were a separate entity serving its user, Mahoraga could potentially counteract even Makima's formidable control. It's conceivable that after a sufficient number of cycles of the Dharma Chakra Wheel, Mahoraga could eventually regain his senses and overcome Makima's brainwashing. This adaptation is supported by the wheel's ability to function independently of Mahoraga's summoning, as demonstrated in Jujutsu Kaisen when Sukuna activates the wheel without bringing forth Mahoraga. This lends credibility to the notion of their distinct separation. However, even if we assume that Mahoraga can resist and break free from mind control, another hurdle remains: the contract Makima holds with Japan's Prime Minister. This contract, born out of the Japanese government's view of Makima as a necessary evil, stipulates that any harm inflicted on Makima is transferred as a random illness or accident to a Japanese citizen. This arrangement allows Makima to heal instantly and sustain no visible fatigue or damage, even after serious encounters like her battle with Chainsaw Man. This presents yet another challenge for Mahoraga, although the dynamics of a devil contract might actually be more manageable for Mahoraga's adaptive capabilities. Since attacks do impact Makima, the Dharma Chakra Wheel has a tangible basis for adapting and evolving its technique. The concept of adapting to any and all phenomena potentially extends to circumventing legally binding contracts, though this would require significant adaptability on Mahoraga's part. Before Mahoraga can effectively confront Makima, it would need to overcome both the brainwashing and the contract effects. If these were the only obstacles, Mahoraga could be considered the victor by default. However, the battle's complexity increases if Mahoraga not only has to nullify Makima's brainwashing, but also break the protective contract she has with Japan's prime minister. Assuming the battle progresses to this stage, Makima still has an array of tactics available to counterattack. As the Control Devil, she commands a variety of powerful entities she has amassed during her tenure in public safety. Among the notable devils under her command are the Future Devil, which grants her the ability to glimpse into the future, providing a crucial edge through precognition in combat. Additionally, she has the Angel Devil, capable of absorbing lifespans upon contact and transforming this stolen life into formidable weapons. These range from small swords charged with 5 years of life, capable of instantly killing humans, to colossal 1,000-year charged spears that can bend dimensions and potentially take down a fully empowered Chainsaw Devil at close range, among other formidable but similarly impressive devils at her disposal. Makima also commands an array of diverse devils, such as the Snake, Punishment, Spider, and Zombie devils, each providing her with various powers and opportunities for combat. These allies range from simple-minded zombies to weapon devils who are deeply loyal and eager to enact violence to fulfill Makima's desires. Beyond her strategic use of these devils, Makima is skilled in close-quarters combat, as evidenced by her engagement with a weakened Chainsaw Devil, showcasing her prowess in direct confrontations. Additionally, she possesses the ability to manipulate force, inflicting severe concussive injuries with mere gestures, such as a finger gun, or using more devastating attacks that flatten her targets, further powered by human sacrifices that enhance her capabilities. Despite Mahoraga's formidable nature as a physical powerhouse and its status as a formidable smoke demon, overcoming Makima's arsenal presents a significant challenge. While Mahoraga might eventually adapt to everything Makima throws at it and potentially secure a decisive victory, given its robust build, the reality is more complex. Before Mahoraga can even engage effectively, it must circumvent two major hurdles: Makima's contract with the Prime Minister and her control abilities. These adaptations would require time, and it's not even certain that the Dharma Chakra Wheel is capable of overcoming these specific challenges. Assuming we're optimistic enough to believe that Mahoraga could surmount these obstacles, by the time it has adapted, Makima could have already neutralized it as a threat using the myriad of devil powers at her disposal. Thus, Makima retains a considerable advantage with her diverse and lethal capabilities. The Snake Devil, a colossal and mighty force, could potentially deal a massive blow to Mahoraga, taking a literal giant bite before the Shikigami has a chance to regenerate. Following up, a spear imbued with 1,000 years of life from the Angel Devil could effectively end Mahoraga's existence. Makima, not stopping there, might employ her finger gun technique to blast a gaping hole in Mahoraga's chest. The Punishment Devil could then deliver a relentless barrage of attacks to ensure the Shikigami's defeat. These scenarios represent just the beginning of the numerous tactics at Makima's disposal. With such overwhelming odds stacked against it, Mahoraga faces a formidable challenge, almost as if it never had a fair chance to contend. Ironically, it seems Makima, a devil designed to exert control over lesser beings, is uniquely suited to subdue Mahoraga. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate your support and for sticking with me to the end. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. Feel free to click on an end screen video to keep your binge going. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.